Recently, a piece of news that has military enthusiasts laughing out loud has gone viral online. The Chinese Communist Party Army unveiled a new piece of equipment, a Wuyang electric tricycle. Yes, the same kind often used by Chinese rural residents for daily chores. One farmer laughed, saying, "We use these every day to go to the market, haul manure, and do farm work." How did painting it green suddenly turn it into the Army's most modern piece of equipment? Look at those rows of tricycles decorated with red ribbons. They do look impressive, don't they? Reports say a military unit even held a handover ceremony for the tricycles. Could this be part of implementing Xi Jinping's vision of strengthening the military? Adding to the humor, the PLA News Media Center gave this so-called new equipment a grand name, the All-Terrain Silent Tactical Arms System. With that name, the humble tricycle status instantly rose to an aerospace level. Even NASA might feel outdone by this. The PLA News Media Center also posted a serious message on social media saying, "Although the tricycle appears cheap, its practical value is high and irreplaceable in solving the last line of grassroots transportation. Every bit of military spending must be cherished, and every piece of equipment must be used to its fullest. Only by focusing on all efforts on core tasks can we live up to the trust placed on us by the party and the people." One person commented, "What new equipment? The funds probably ended up in the pockets of military leaders, so there's no money left for real equipment. Now they're using tricycles to make up the numbers. I wonder if these tricycles, which cost only a few thousand yuan online, will see their price skyrocket now that they've become part of the PLA's arsenal. No wonder they gave it such a fancy name. Otherwise, it wouldn't match its procurement cost." Indeed, for the CCP Army, purchasing equipment is often an opportunity for officials to make money. Another person joked, "When the tricycle roars, gold flows in. This is the party leader's money tree." No matter how basic the item, painting it military green and calling it military gear instantly raises its value. Some Chinese media outlets were quick to praise the new equipment, reporting that the all-terrain silent tactical arms system is powerful and versatile. They claimed it can travel silently over all terrains, describing it as understated yet luxurious. The report suggested when loaded with military supplies, weapons, and ammunition, the tricycle could serve as a mobile arms supply point. Equipped with cooking tools, it could even meet soldiers' food needs. One article compared the tricycle to the U.S. Army's STEED, Silent Tactical Energy Enhanced Dismount System, claiming the U.S. system is outdated, likening it to a century-old Chinese wheelbarrow. The tricycle reportedly outperforms the U.S. system in both performance and practicality. Some creative netizens proposed tactical applications, such as installing loudspeakers on the tricycles to blast gunfire sounds, creating the illusion of a large advancing force to scare off enemies. Citing The Art of War by Sun Tzu, which states, "All warfare is based on deception," some suggested that equipping the PLA with tricycles might be a clever strategy. The tricycle's clumsy and outdated appearance could mislead enemies into underestimating them, fostering arrogance and complacency. The PLA's fondness for tricycles reportedly extends beyond land vehicles to airborne tricycles. These three-wheeled aircraft can carry 2 to 3 soldiers and have a takeoff weight of about 500 kilograms. Dubbed tank killers and air cavalry by the military, these airborne tricycles are said to resemble oversized toy models. PLA media praised their advantages, including short takeoff distance, quick ascent and descent capabilities, low runway requirements, and high maneuverability. With a top speed of 185 kilometers per hour, a range of 600 kilometers, and a ceiling of 2,000 meters, they're touted as ideal for rapid response and emergency missions. When equipped with air-to-ground missiles, these aircraft are claimed to pose a significant threat to tanks, operating beyond tank gun range while easily targeting them. They've reportedly earned high praise in military exercises for their precision strikes and maneuverability. Beyond their tank killer role, these aircraft are said to be capable of reconnaissance and infiltration missions. Their combat capabilities are compared to those of armed helicopters, but at a fraction of the cost, around 100,000 yuan per unit. This cost average has made them a popular choice in military procurement, becoming an essential part of the Chinese Army's equipment lineup. The PLA seems to believe in the motto, "The sky is vast and I roam freely." They imagine enemy tanks and helicopters scattering at the sight of their tricycles, which would then swiftly eliminate the opposition. The land-based tricycle reflects the PLA's long-standing principle of everyone is a soldier. PLA soldiers driving these vehicles can quickly blend into the civilian population by removing their uniforms, making it difficult for enemies to identify them. This strategy aligns with the CCP's military tradition of maintaining a close relationship with the people, likening soldiers to fish and the populace to water. When threatened, soldiers can mix with civilians, complicating enemy targeting. China's maritime militia also embodies this philosophy. Crews of Chinese fishing vessels often serve as part of China's broader naval forces, maintaining communication with the Navy, conducting surveillance, gathering intelligence, and performing unofficial military tasks. Their civilian status complicates how other countries can respond to them. Recent incidents highlight the fishing vessel's role in international disputes. On October 14, 2024, the Philippine Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources accused a Chinese maritime fishing vessel of ramming a Philippine civilian vessel near Pag-asa Island. In March 2021, about 220 Chinese fishing vessels gathered around Whitsun Reef, sparking diplomatic protests. On March 30, 2020, a Chinese fishing vessel collided with a Japanese destroyer Shimakaze, causing damage to the Japanese ship. Some speculate that in a potential Taiwan conflict, China's aircraft carriers might serve as decoys, while fishing vessels could engage enemy ships under the guise of civilian craft. China's aircraft carriers have faced their own challenges. The Liaoning is known for its thick smoke emissions, jokingly referred to as self-concealing smoke camouflage. The Shandong has undergone lengthy repairs and rarely appears in public, reportedly due to design flaws and system failures. The Fujian carrier, launched in June 2022, has not yet been delivered to the Navy. In 2023, satellite images of the Fujian revealed possible cracks in its flight deck, raising concerns about material quality and design. The quality of missile systems is equally shocking. In March 2020, China's official military media showcased the DF-26 missile. Surprisingly, photos revealed what appeared to be a crack in the missile's warhead, covered with a sponge and secured with clear tape. Online commentators joked that the DF-26 must be a model prone to cracking, while even Chinese military analysts admitted the apparent flaw seemed unusually large. Official data describes the DF-26 as a new generation solid-fuel ballistic missile developed by China with a maximum range of 4,000 kilometers. It made its public debut in 2015 and entered service in 2018. Rumors have circulated that some PLA missiles contain water instead of liquid fuel, with funds for fuel allegedly embezzled by military officers. There are also claims that their missiles frequently go off course during exercises. On August 4, 2022, the PLA conducted a 3-day military exercise around Taiwan. Japan's Ministry of Defense reported that 5 of the 11 DF missiles launched on the first day landed in Japan's exclusive economic zone. Despite this, the PLA declared the live-fire drill a success, claiming that the missiles accurately hit their targets. Commentators sarcastically question whether Japan's waters were the intended targets or if President Xi was too preoccupied to provide proper guidance, resulting in the missiles going off course. Now, let's examine the CCP's so-called theoretical innovations. Former PLA National Defense University professor, Major General Zhang Jiaozong, is known as a Chinese military theorist who frequently appeared as a commentator on CCTV. Originally an Arabic language major, Zhang later became a self-taught military expert. He's famous for statements like, "China isn't afraid of F-22 jets because we have pigeons to counter them," and "Chinese citizens should grow seaweed in the East China Sea to entangle U.S. submarines, preventing their entry." Beyond discussing tactics, General Zhang also defended the CCP. In a 2014 CCTV interview, he claimed smog was the best defense against U.S. laser weapons, stating that high PM2.5 levels block laser penetration. This surprising assertion portrayed Beijing's severe smog as a strategic defense tool. Zhang has made numerous statements defying common sense, and his predictions about international military events are almost always incorrect. Some attribute his success in the PLA to his father-in-law, a high-ranking official. As global tensions rise, the PLA continues to provoke conflicts in the South China Sea and appears eager to seize Taiwan by force. Many factors affect a military's combat effectiveness, including leadership quality, weaponry, training, and logistics. The PLA currently has 5 theater commands and 2 million active personnel, making it the world's largest standing army, excluding paramilitary and reserve forces. High-ranking PLA officer selection often relies on personal connections and questionable practices. Children, spouses, mistresses, and secretaries of senior officials frequently receive promotions. Xi Jinping, chairman of the Central Military Commission, once claimed in an interview that he carried 100 kilos of wheat for 10 miles without switching shoulders, a statement many found implausible. Major General Mao Xinyu, officially Mao Zedong's grandson, has been described by a former classmate as having difficulty understanding basic concepts like paying for goods. Once, he was even seen picking his nose during a media interview. Other examples of nepotism in the PLA include General Zhang Youxia, son of General Zhang Zhongxun, and Xi Jinping's wife, Peng Liyuan, who holds significant influence over military personnel decisions. Song Zuying, a renowned singer with the equivalent rank of Major General, reportedly gained her position through a relationship with former CCP leader Jiang Zemin. Tang Kan, another celebrated singer, allegedly used intimate relationships with top officials to advance her career, eventually reaching the rank of senior colonel. In 2015, Hong Kong media reported that Lieutenant General Gu Junshan offered women, including his own daughter, to curry favor with then Vice Chairman Xu Kai-hun. This account was later confirmed by General Liu Yaozhou during a seminar at the National Defense University. Many women in the PLA have been promoted to high-ranking positions because of their looks. Staff working closely with senior CCP officials are often promoted to high-ranking military positions. General You Shigui, a former PLA officer, rose to prominence by ensuring the personal safety of former CCP leader Jiang Zemin. Major General Zhong Xiaojun, who serves as the director of the CMC General Office, was once Xi Jinping's trusted aide. A well-known saying in CCP circles is, "Follow the right person and never choose the wrong side," which guarantees career success. The buying and selling of military ranks is rampant within the PLA. Promotions from second lieutenant to general all have price tags. Officers who buy their ranks use their positions to recoup costs and climb even higher. China Newsweek once reported that Guo Zhengang, son of former CMC vice chairman Guo Boxiong, claimed, "Over half the senior officers in the PLA were promoted by my family." Since March 2014, 94 senior military officers of major general rank and above have been investigated for corruption. This includes 14 generals, 2 of whom were CMC vice chairmen, along with 5 CMC members, 7 lieutenant generals, and 73 major generals. Numerous lower-ranking officers have also been implicated. Political indoctrination is a top priority in the PLA, ensuring loyalty to the CCP. Leadership insists that the military must not change its color and emphasizes the party's absolute control over the armed forces. The PLA operates under a dual command system. Each unit has 2 top leaders, one for military operations and one for political oversight. Both hold equal power, keeping each other in check. This system ensures the party maintains tight control over the military at all levels. When it comes to military training, the PLA's focus on tasks like folding blankets into neat square shapes has become a subject of ridicule. The outward image of the PLA as a formidable force can be summarized as corrupt generals, substandard equipment, and soldiers who excel at menial tasks rather than combat skills. Some might wonder about the PLA's promotion of videos showing pinpoint accuracy in missile launches and artillery exercises. Insiders suggest that explosives are sometimes planted at target sites beforehand, creating the illusion of flawless hits. This situation draws parallels to North Korean propaganda, where elementary school textbooks recount fantastical stories of military prowess. China seems to be heading down a similar path. At this rate, future Chinese textbooks might feature a lesson about the U.S. Army 1st Armed Division invading China's borders. Faced with the might of the U.S. military, the great leader Xi Jinping calmly commands a few tricycles into battle. The U.S. forces immediately scatter. Xi then reassures the children, "Don't worry, the enemy has been defeated."